Welcome back to Daytime on Rogers TV. I'm Glenn Colson here with Kevin Leonard from Huronia Alarms. How are you, sir?
Good seeing you again,
Nice to see you too. Now it's okay. We're not wearing blue today. That's fine.
I color coordinated.
Yeah, it's good.
It's
good to shake it up once in a while, which is great. Thank you so much. I know we brought a lot of gadgets, which I always appreciate every time you're on the show. But of course, back to school, staying on that theme, latchkey kids, and that sort of thing. And for that term, for people who don't know, I mean, everyone kind of heard about it, but what does it mean exactly?
Well, what it actually means is that it's quite common now is kids coming home by themselves. Quite often they're getting off the school bus and both parents are working. So they're getting home around between 3 and 4, and most parents work till 5. So I know I've got 2 daughters that are in that age. One's going to high school this year, and another's in public school. So we want to know when they get home.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
there are camera systems. We have a camera system that actually can send a video every time they come home. But for some people, that's a little expensive. So there's also a way you can actually record when they turn the alarm system off, and you get an email on your smartphone or on your email at home.
Right to you.
Or at work, yeah. And it comes right to you. So and it's very cost effective. It's only an extra few dollars a month.
And
so.
I mean, it saves the thing where, it's like kids come home, but they get distracted, right? And instead of calling mom or dad, hey, I'm home, and everything else, they go, video game or whatever it is.
Yep.
And then they don't forget. So this is an automatic thing that they don't even have to worry about.
it's an automatic thing. They just, once they turn the alarm off, they punch their code in, and it tracks who's actually coming home and at what time exactly. And you get it instantaneously. Right. So it's quite good.
Very cool. Now let's go on to your gadgets, because I know we brought a bunch.
I love the gadgets.
I know,
yeah.
I love the
gadgets.
gadgets.
I love the gadgets.
Like getting right to it. What do you want to start with?
Well, maybe we'll start with the camera system. This
Sure.
is a webcam, and for some parents that do want to be able to watch what's going on at home, this system here, this one here actually has a pan and tilt, so you can zoom it around remotely. So if you have web access, high-speed internet access, you can remotely log in to your house and see what's going on. Make sure they're doing their homework and not watching TV after school and stuff like that.
Like Big Brother.
Exactly,
Yeah.
Big Brother.
Very cool. Very cool.
The other thing we have is on this is a key fob, and this is for if you're worried about the kids not remembering their code or something like that. That's a small key fob they can hook on their keys.
Yeah.
It actually has a little LED. The middle button there will actually light up the key spot when you go to put your key in. Yeah. So it's just another little, and it does have a panic button on there as well. So if you're worried about them remembering their code, you can give them one of those. So less things to worry about. Yep.
Now, is there a security issue with that sometimes with kids? I guess at certain ages.
Yeah, and that's dependent. And that's
right?
Some people, probably the code's easiest for people, but this gives you an option. And a lot of people want to have something easy to turn the system on and off with, and that allows them to do that.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Very cool. Pew, pew. Okay. Sorry. Okay, I'll focus. Now, you're mentioning the environment.
Yes.
We're also, of course, intruders and everything else.
Well,
breaking into your home.
and that's a big thing people don't realize, that most alarm systems will do more than just security.
Right.
So what's really popular and what we save more homes with are devices like water sensors. This here is a water sensor, so you could put that on the floor of your basement, and if you had a leak or your sump pump overflowed, that would detect water and it would send a signal to the monitoring station. So that's a good way, because more damage happens by water damage than anything else.
Well, I mean, sure, it's a timely thing. As soon as you
Exactly.
detect anything like that, having someone coming in and taking care of it obviously can save you thousands and thousands of dollars.
Exactly.
Right. So, when you go into someone's home, is it you fully assess what they need and go from there?
Yeah,
Walk me through the process.
What we try to do is we'll go to, usually the customer calls us and they've got some concerns, and we try to solve whatever problem they have. It could be whether security, environmental, and then we try and give them as many options as possible.
Yeah.
So a standard system, usually you'll have all the doors contacted, you'll have the motion sensors inside to protect the interior of the house,
Right.
and then we always promote the environmental systems, smoke alarms, low heat sensors, which detect if your temperature drops, which would save you from your pipes freezing and creating a water damage problem.
So it's all encompassing.
It's all encompassing, and that's what people have to realize. It's more than just security. It's a whole house monitoring system that's out there.
Is there an insurance break or anything? It should be.
Usually you get about 5 or 10% on your insurance,
Yeah.
your annual premiums. Usually it's about 5% for security and 5% for fire.
Yeah, and rightly so. I mean,
Exactly.
if you're preventing it.
Yeah.
And was there something else? Oh, well.
Well, I was going to show you this here.
Yeah,
This is a driveway alert sensor, and this is sort of an independent device. You could put this, excuse me, at the end of your driveway,
Okay.
and it will tell you if somebody's driving in your driveway. It'll work up to 1,000 feet, and then it has a sensor in.
So you just put this in, where the garage is?
Well, you could put it at the end of your driveway, or you could put it anywhere, outside, and it's just like a doorbell. So
Oh,
you
I
know
see.
when people are coming inside your driveway or up your walkway.
Cool.
So it's just one more little thing to let you know what's going on.
So much fun. So
cool stuff.
Yeah. And then it just sends just beeps?
Yeah, it just beeps. You can connect it to your alarm system. Most people will use this just for alerting them inside the house when something's happening.
And then you can get those people that turn around in your driveway?
Yeah, well, you're always going to get that too. But people with longer driveways are quite handy because you know when somebody's coming up. You know,
Right.
I have people, they put it at the end, and if they're getting picked up for school or whatever, they know when the car's coming in, and they can be right outside to get picked up.
Right, that's perfect. Well, thank you, Kevin, so much for bringing all of the toys, gadgets.
Yes,
useful, safe
tools. Yes.
safe tools. Thank you. That's
Thank
the
you very
big
much for
fan
having
to
me.
it. Appreciate it. Right now, we're gonna go see how Deb's doing in the kitchen.